What is up, everybody? Today we're going to be going through a Magic collection. I'm going to walk you through how I go through a collection and organize things. That'll take about a minute and a half, and then you'll get to see the high-end cool cards. Another $4,000 or $5,000 collection. We'll see how it all shakes up at the end. Let's take a look. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is separate things out from foils and non-foils. And this set is sleeved and the cards look pretty good, but we are going to separate out foils and then non-foils into two different piles, and we'll see how that shakes out, and then we'll go to conditions. Alright, there it is. We got foils over here. We got non-foils over here. Let me first off and say, if you're looking to sell your Magic collections, reach out to me at KitchenTableTCG at gmail.com. This guy is taking store credit and he's going for some One Piece, so that's pretty fun. So yeah, we got foils and non-foils, and what we'll do from here is break it down and take out all the cards out of their sleeves to condition, and we'll put them into packs or into piles of foil, light play, near mint, MP, and all that stuff, and then do the same thing for the non-foils. And the reason we separate these is because when we scan them, it's way easier to scan them in correctly as foils or non-foils. I don't have to hit as many buttons if we organize them first. Alright, got everything sorted and organized, and also put new sleeves on everything. That just keeps things nice. It also allows me to look at the cards with making sure the conditions are accurate. Really cool collection. Some of my favorite old school foils for elves, for pauper elves. I wish I didn't already have these, but really cool collection, a lot of fun. A couple cards with some inking. This Animate Dead is not a beta. I'm actually not sure if it's, I think it's unlimited that they, or revised that they've kind of colored to be a beta, but that's just going to be damaged. We're not going to worry about any of that stuff. Other than that, really cool artwork. Check out this Cabal Therapy, that artwork. Absolutely gorgeous. A lot of Judge promos, a lot of really cool old stuff, and then of course the Llanowar elves still. So the reason we do this is to be able to separate MP from LP in our system, and that way when we go to ship, we are keeping track of stuff. Like I said, really cool cards, cool, good conditions. Most stuff, has a little bit of wear. This was a player, somebody who had these cards in double sleeves, so you always see a little bit of corner issues. Magic, most stuff, there's not a huge difference between LP and near mint pricing on TCG Player, but you just want to make sure things are set up accurately. Gorgeous conditions on a lot of these newer cards, even some serialized goodies in there. The Shadowborn Apostles, lots of Imperial Seals. Now, this is one of those collections that I think is actually really good for a store like me. It's not reserved list, it's not high-end, stupid high-end Magic. There are some expensive cards in here, but it's all stuff that players are going to want. Some of the higher end foils maybe will take a little bit longer to sell, but for the most part, you're talking cards. Oh, look at that Judge promo, Mycosynth Lattice. You're talking about cards that people want for commander decks and want to utilize and play. Let's go here to the LP side. We got some alpha here too, some Flagrats, Wall of Wood, Stream of Life, Lore, tons of Dark Rituals in like every artwork as well as every condition. Lots of Contorns, Lotus Petals. Like I said, some of this stuff is just $2, $3, $4, but it all adds up, and it creates orders. Cursed Land Alpha. Creates orders over on TCG Player. If you're looking for any of this stuff, head on over to the comment section where I'll link our TCG Player store. Yeah, let's get to the end of this, and I will tell you a total value and kind of where we came to things at the end of the video. But one of those collections that's fun to share, really cool artwork, cool cards that this one, it's not necessarily cards you don't see every day, but there's definitely some really cool ones like these Llanowar elves that are just things that don't pop up very often. So let's take a look at the rest. Alright, so the shop got super busy yesterday as I was recording that stuff, so I didn't have a chance to shoot the rest of it there, but wanted to continue to talk about this collection, give you guys some of my thoughts on collection buying as a game store, and tell you where this whole thing shook up. So we had about $6,000 in value, anywhere from between like $5,800 and $6,200, which was really great for the customer. The customer walked away with he ends up with another $1,400 in store credit. He walked away with $2 big cases full of One Piece and some other little stuff. And it was a great transaction for him. He did not have to single out and deal with shipping of all those cards. It was a great transaction for me. I got a lot of cards into our inventory that have, you know, an extra 10 to 15% of profit margin off of just selling the boxes the way that would go. So it's a great situation all around, and that's the heart of collection buying as a store, in my opinion, is taking the customer and allowing their life to be easier, taking the work away from the customer, and then giving them something in return, often at a great price and a good discount and a whatever, but giving them something in return where they feel like, hey, I saved a lot of time and I was able to turn my hobby things into more hobby things. And as a store, for me, it's taking product that I'm able to get extra of, or a lot of it. You know, the ideal is taking product that I'm able to get extra of, or more than I need for my local community, or more than I need for the non-whales in my community, and provide stuff for them so that I can get more cards in that then go out on TCG Player. Now, for some stores, this may not be a viable thing. Obviously, judge promos and some of the stuff you saw in that video are not going to be super quick movers, especially in a local community that does not have a online TCG Player store that they are relying on. I tend to see Pokemon and Magic the Gathering cards in my mind are equivalent to cash. To me, they move quick. We have a big enough inventory that things are rotating. It's part of our daily system. I have people who come in every day and they're shipping cards. We have the infrastructure in place to ship out orders. So it's not that much of a burden to me as a store to have a large singles collection come in. And it's really one of the best things, I think, about owning a game store is you get that opportunity, because inherently people are lazy. They don't want to take the 4.5 hours it took me yesterday to organize and scan through the cards, and then they don't want to take the, my employees are going to spend another 2 hours sorting and putting the cards in alphabetical order and putting them into the systems. They're already in our online system. You can go to gamegrove.gg if you want to pick up some cards. They're in our online system, but now they need to be organized and sorted alphabetically so that when the orders come in, we can pull them really quickly. And then you have the time to ship and the responsibility of shipping with online and people saying that they never got the stuff. A lot of people don't want to take that risk or that extra work. And that is what a game store does. They take that work away from people in order so that the game store can make profit, but the people who own the cards can also move on to what is their next thing. Maybe that's the Lord of the Rings collector boxes that are coming out this weekend. And people have a bunch of cards from Draft, and they have a bunch of cards from, maybe other formats that they used to play. And they want these new boxes that are coming out, and it's an opportunity to turn cards into what we view as a store as almost cash. Now we do, we don't do it as cash. You get, depending on, where the cards are, anywhere up to like 70% in trade value, that kind of stuff. So at the end of the day, collection buying, in my opinion, is a must for a local store. It is a huge, huge part of kind of our ecosystem here at Game Grove and on the channel at KitchenTableTCG. So if you have any questions, some of the commonly asked ones are, what do we use to list cards? We are using the quick list software on TCG Player. That does have its inherent flaws, but we use the quick list software on TCG Player, and we just upload everything straight to our TCG Player website. And if you're looking to buy singles, go to gamegrove.gg, click on singles, click on Magic the Gathering, and it'll all populate there. And you don't have to, I don't have to pay TCG Player fees. So let me know what you think, and if there's anything you do better in terms of your organization of how these singles come in, let me know. I would love to improve upon my own endeavors. So have yourselves a great day. Be kind to the people around you. If you're looking to sell Magic collections, hit me up at KitchenTableTCG@gmail.com. Would love to share a video with your collection as well. Be kind to the people around you. We'll see you again next video.